Hi! Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Arin and I react to random stuff on the internet. And today, we are reacting to episodes 11 and 12 of Season 2 of Winx Club. Yay! I'm very excited because if you guys don't remember last week, we left off on this dude being really creepy. We left off on Avalon being very creepy, possibly hypnotizing Bloom, possibly, gonna be harming her, most likely. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited to get into these next two episodes. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Also forgot to mention what happened last time. Bloom pretty much, awoke Sky from the fucking dead last week, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah, no, well, now we know that she can bring people back to life, at least from the brink of death. So, that's nice to know. Anyway, let's get into this episode.
Flora, are you paying attention?
Huh? Yes, Professor.
All right. Please recite the spell.
Let's see. Exaggero catena.
So Flora's daydreaming about Helia now. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I do think he is gonna become her love interest in this, at least from what I remember. But this is still fucking funny. It's Avalon. That's Avalon. That face. Oh my gosh, okay. So, obviously he's wearing Avalon's cloak. He looks like Avalon, except it looks like his skin is red, or like a purpley color. But you know who else's skin is red or a purpley color? Darkar's. More to the point that Avalon is Darkar. I will die on this hill, and if this is not true at the end, if I find out later on in this season that that is not true, then I will apologize to anyone that I might have hurt or whatever. Or basically I'll just say I was wrong, but at the same time, I will die on this hill until I am proven otherwise. Even sounds like Darkar too.
Oh, I so wish I could talk to him.
Well, why couldn't you? There's no reason a girl can't tell a boy that she likes him.
What if he doesn't feel the same about me?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Flora. He gave you a self-portrait of yourself. Stella was the one who asked him to do that. He made that for her. Or he made that for you. Like, literally. He made a self-portrait of her. How? He likes her. I mean, if I were to make a self-portrait of somebody, a woman, that probably means that I like her. Not the fact that... whatever. Anyway, like I said, I think that he is going to be her love interest, but that it's going to be hella awkward if they make Aisha go and talk to him.
Where is everybody? PIXIES? What's that? Let's get out of here!
Okay, so those little orb things that the Avalon / Darkar conjured up were going after the Pixies. Guess who was also going after the Pixies? You got it, Darkar. Yeah, no. More to the point. More to the point. And I'm not even gonna say what the point is because y'all know it by now. Anyway. Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. I don't know what those things did other than maybe knock the Pixies out, but they should be fine soon, maybe, hopefully.
Hi, Bloom. Have you seen Amore by any chance?
No, I haven't, and come to think of it, Layla said she couldn't find Chatta earlier.
They were going to play Bamboozle Ball, but that was hours ago.
We'd better go look for them.
Okay, I know, like, obviously Stella's worried about Amore, and obviously Aisha and Flora are worried about Chatta, but Why did Bloom not mention Luckett? Like, that is her pixie. How on earth did she not, like, think, oh, I haven't seen Luckett in a while. Where is she? I must be so worried. No. None of that escaped her mouth, or even probably had that thought formed. Bloom is pissing me off this season, and I don't know. Like, she wasn't my favorite character last season, for, like, obviously, but, like, at the same time, she's pissing me off this season.
Oh, my head! I must get back to Pixie Village!
Exactly as planned.
Okay, so that hypnotized them, or put them under a spell to try and lure Darkar to Pixie Village. What the fuck? Hopefully the girls will get them before they end up at Pixie Village, but at the same time, what the actual fuck? That man is disgusting.
Access denied. Access denied.
Oh, she locked me out.
Denied.
I just don't understand Techno.
Okay, so obviously Timmy, I guess, is blocked, which is kind of funny, but honestly, no, yeah, Techno, like, fully has the right to do that because he literally let the tricks go. Yes, he realized that, yeah, he might not have been able to fight them off, but at the same time, he had a gun. Well, their version of a gun. Like, he could have done something, and he chose not to, and Tekna's very disappointed in him right now, which she has the right to be. Anyway, let's see what is going on with the Pixies.
Let's hurry! I'll try to find a faster route! Okay, we're over here.
Ha! I've got her location. Gotcha!
I really thought that they were gonna get to Pixie Village. I thought Digit and Toon were gonna get there. I don't know. I feel like Darkar is gonna find Pixie Village somehow. I don't know how. Which would suck because if you guys watched my last reaction, I theorized that the Pixie Village the Pixie Village piece of the Codex and the Althea piece of the Codex the Winx were gonna catch or get. And then the Tricks were gonna go back to Cloud Tower and try and get the which is part of the Codex. Obviously, if one of them does end up making it back to Pixie Village this episode, that would mean that that Darkar would probably go get the Pixie Village's Codex, but that sucks if that's gonna happen. Ugh. I really hope that the spell wears off soon, but the girls need to keep the Pixies under lock and key. They really do.
Miss Farragonda, you've been keeping something from us about Darkar and the Pixies, am I right?
And what about Red Fountain? Does this have something to do with what the Tricks stole? The specialist said they can't talk about it. What's going on?
Saladin and I have discovered that Darkar is after the 4 quadrants of something called the Codex.
Okay, let's go, Tekna. Sticking up for everybody, let's go. I'm really happy that Farragon is finally telling them when it's like almost halfway through the season and Farragon is finally fucking telling them what's going on. If she does this again in season 3, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be yelling at my computer screen again, even more, if she does this in season 3. But no, I am actually really glad that she's finally telling them, and I'm really glad that Tekna is actually standing up for them, because yes, does Farragonda want to shield them from knowing too much, maybe, from making them, or like dragging them into this mess further? Yes, but they were already drug into this because of Bloom. So they kind of picked a really bad person to be friends with, but at the same time, they were already drug into this. Not telling them the information that they're going to need is just going to make them, 1, get hurt faster, and 2, it's just going to confuse them and make them not trust her, which they're this close to not trusting her. But I'm glad she's telling them about the Codex.
Is Is it a magical artifact?
Not quite, but if Darkar gets a hold of all 4 pieces, it'll be a disaster.
So the Trix got the first one from Red Fountain.
That means another piece is being kept in Pixie Village.
But what about the other 2?
Cloud Tower and Althea. That means we must be vigilant now that Darkar's plan is in motion.
Okay, like I said, I'm really glad that they know what the Codex is. Or at least that they know of the Codex. I want to know what it actually is and what it actually does. I really hope we get into that at some point in time. Because yes, we know what it is. We know it's a powerful thing. We know that Darkar cannot get his hands on it or else it will be very bad. But we don't know exactly what it does yet. Which is a little interesting. But, I don't know. Part of me thinks they just gave Bloom healing powers out of the blue in this season. Like, obviously that was great that she was able to heal Sky and everything, and I'm pretty sure that just kind of goes with her dragon flame powers, but at the same time, why didn't we see this in season 1? Why are we just now seeing this? I guess, like, obviously as the seasons progress, I think all of the girls' powers is going to just get stronger. We're going to find new things about their powers, but at the same time, this would have been really nice to know this last season.
What's this, a poem? Your voice, the murmur of windswept trees. Your hair, tall grasses on a summer day. Ugh, how lame. The mirror of fauna is... Oh, barely made it.
The things Aisha does for her friends, I swear. That was funny though, that she read the poem and she was just like, ew, this sucks, this is gross. That is so funny. But no, oh my gosh, she almost got caught. That would have sucked. Oh my gosh. That would have been so awkward too. What the fuck? I am surprised that she went through with it though, not because like she's a bad friend, obviously she's an amazing friend, but at the same time, she mentioned earlier that she was uncomfortable doing this stuff, and so I thought that she just wasn't going to, but that is funny. She's probably gonna go tell Flora what happened, which that'll be funny. I keep saying I think her and Helia are gonna get together. They are. I know they are. It's still funny though.
Whoa. What's wrong with this book?
I don't think that's a healing book. I really don't. I think that Avalon did that on purpose. Or Darkar, same difference. Did that on purpose to try and get her to do something, make the Pixies worse, not be able to help them, something. I don't know. I am really assuming the worst of this man because he's a man. No, I'm kidding. Because, I mean, I do genuinely think he is Darkar. I really do. And I don't know, it's just, he's literally like giving us every reason to not trust him and to think he's Darkar, which I guess could also just be the writing, and then it later turns out that he's not Darkar. Which, like I said earlier, if that does happen, I will owe everyone an apology. And then you guys can all comment saying that you were right. Or whatever. But still, he's suspicious!
What was that? Someone's here! Who is it?
I'm not gonna state the obvious, but I'm gonna state the obvious. That was Avalon, wasn't it? Because, like, Farragonda didn't even tell the Winx where she was keeping the Pixies. Avalon is a professor. He would know where they are. Yep. They better find out in next episode that Avalon is evil, because that's just pissing me off at this point. Farragonda is blinded! Blinded, I tell you.
Oh my, where did you get this book?
At the library?
It's not from our collection.
I don't understand.
Someone planted it there, perhaps as a trap. You're lucky nothing serious happened.
Oh no.
Yep, that was Avalon. That was Avalon. It's just pissing me off. this is pissing me off so much. How can they be so blind? Obviously, even like Bloom came in and was told Faragonda. Wow, I can't talk. Even Bloom came in and told Faragonda that the book that she was using, or showed her the book she was using, and then Faragonda had told her it was not from their collection and that someone planted it. Who else would have been able to plant it but a professor? Like, come on, guys. I'm trying to convince you guys so much that I'm right, and I don't even know if I have to, because like most of you guys who watch this have already watched Winx Club recently, and know what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared.
The Pixies have escaped.
Escaped? How?
Oh well, someone set them free.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that.
So, Layla, where have you been?
Never mind. Come on, we gotta catch the Pixies.
That's so funny. Okay, she ran into Musa, which is a little funny. But just Stella going, so, Layla, where have you been? Like, just this one-tone voice. That was so bad. What the fuck? No, but Layla just going, oh, that doesn't matter. Flora knows exactly where she's been. Because Flora asked her to go do that. But yeah, hopefully they get the Pixies back soon. I think what I said earlier, though, is gonna be true, where they are gonna go back to Pixie Village, and then Darkar is gonna get that piece of the Codex. Because if you do remember as well what I said if you remember what I said last video as well, usually what happens at the beginning of the season is the side of evil starts winning battles. They get objects that they need, and then towards the end of the season and through the finale, the side of good usually wins, or starts winning things, and then ends up winning the final battle in the finale. So I do think that is what's happening here, and it is like it's clear textbook TV show shit, but yeah, I do think that's what's happening here, and it sucks.
Oh, I better pronounce this right. Medicor desiderium incolumis.
It worked.
Okay, Bloom got the counterspell right. That's great. So they didn't lead him to Pixie Village. I'm really happy about that, actually. So at least we know that Darkar is not going to get another piece of the Codex, so that's nice. Hopefully Faragonda will tell them more at the end of this episode, in the next, like, 2 minutes. So, yeah.
I really think you should send him a message. Tell him how you feel.
I'm not sure about that, but maybe I'll send him a little something.
Okay, that was cute. That was really cute. She gave him flowers. That's really cute. I love that. I keep saying that they're gonna get together this season, either this season or next season. Which is odd because Musa and Riven aren't even like a couple yet. So that's kind of crazy. But maybe this is the season where Musa and Riven and then Flora and Helia all get together, both get together. Not all, both. They both get together. But yeah, that's funny.
This battle is yours, fairies. Next time you will not be so fortunate.
And that was episode 11 of Winx Club. This episode definitely cemented to me more that Avalon is Darkar, or at least working with him. If not, I would say if he's not Darkar, he's at least working with him. But yeah, no, this episode cemented that a lot for me. I do love the fact that Helia and Flora are kind of they're hinting at them getting together, which I'm really happy about. Hopefully next episode we hear more about what the Codex is, what it does, all of that. But let's get into the next episode and find out. Before we continue the next episode, I said that really fast. Have you subscribed? Have you liked the video? Well, go do it. Now, please. Also, I'm trying to get to 10K on all of my social media platforms. That is 10K on TikTok, Instagram, and on here. So, after you've subscribed and liked the video and watched the video to completion, go to my description. No, not my description. Go to my bio and click on the links to my Instagram and my TikTok and go follow me there. And the best part is if I do get to 10K by the end of the year, I will be reacting to The Last Unicorn. So if you want 10K, I know I want 10K. If you want The Last Unicorn, then please subscribe, like the video. Go check me out on my other social media accounts and follow me there. And then I will react to The Last Unicorn. Anyway, let's get into the next episode. So a lot's happened between now and when I had recorded episode 11. I started packing. I took my final exam that I'm gonna have to retake on Thursday. What else? There's been a lot. And I just realized I need to put my eyeliner on, so I will do that after I kind of give this little talk. Anyway, I do apologize for last week. Like I said in my Nevermore reaction, it's been a long week. And unfortunately, I think this week might end up being the same. I'm hoping not, but I have to retake that exam that I mentioned earlier, and then I also have a final review on Tuesday, which basically means that I have to show all of the work that I did in my graphic design classes this whole year. And so I have that on Tuesday that I have to prepare for as well. So uploading might be spotty again. I don't know yet, but I am apologizing for that in advance, and uploading schedule should be normal by the time I'm done with this semester of college. Anyway, let's get into the video.
Miss, let me get this straight. You're saying that all of us could combine powers?
Oh, right! Yes, a super Winx spell!
Now, for your first assignment, you'll be working in...
I love how Stella is just like so excited about this. Flora looks pretty calm, like everyone seems excited, but Aisha just seems so nervous about this, and it's honestly, that's kind of sad, but I guess we'll see what happens. Also, throughout this video, ignore my hair. Literally, it looks like shit. Yes, I know that. It completely, like, the dye completely faded in, like, a week. And I don't have any more hair dye, so I am probably gonna have to dye it later. But ignore it for now. Also, comment down below any, like, good lavender hair dyes. I used Adore for this, but it just washed out in a week. So any other like good hair dyes that are like lavender would be really great if you guys could comment down below and so any like suggestions. Well, some guy's obsessed with Musa. The fuck? Yeah, no, I don't know why this guy seems to be really obsessed with Musa, but he is. That's crazy. Also that's very stalkerish. Why the fuck do you have so many pictures of her on your wall, and why are you like putting a picture of her in your backpack? That is insane. Also, I did forget to put eyeliner on, so I will be back in a minute.
He suggested they get proper rest on proper beds.
I love that Palladium was the one who was checking on them. That's awesome. And I love seeing their little beds. They're so cute. No, but I'm really glad that the Pixies are fine now. I'm glad that everything seems to be going back to normal. Hopefully.
We should meet up later today and finish our homework. Listen, I hope you don't mind that Farragonda teamed you up with me.
Why should I?
Well, it's just that, you know, the others are better and I'm new.
Okay, that's so sad that Aisha thinks that she's like not good enough. Like, girl, yes you are. We've seen your powers. Holy shit. I really hope that Musa can help her gain more confidence, especially in like her abilities and everything, because like I said earlier in an earlier video, I think her and Musa are definitely going to be best friends in this, and I really do hope that Musa helps her. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. Apparently he has to use their simulator, or like is studying their simulator for a paper. But I'm on the same page as Musa. How the fuck does he know who she is?
Why?
Well, I guess you and your friends look kinda cool.
And who did you ask?
Riven? He said you were nice, and if I wanted to meet one of the Winx, it should be... it should be you.
Okay, so Riven is complimenting her, and I think Musa's seeing this as like Riven was like saying this about me. No, like he essentially just gave her a fucking compliment. And probably also got a guy stalking her. But at least he's thinking about her. I don't fucking know at this point. But no, that's kind of crazy though that Riven was the one to tell this guy, oh, talk to Musa.
We could go, like, on a date?
Thank you for the flowers. They're very nice, but I just want to be friends, okay? I don't want to give you the wrong idea.
No, it's okay. Friends is cool. I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay, Musa flat out told him they're just friends. Like, that's great, because, like, obviously she likes Riven, which, I mean, whatever. But I really hope that guy doesn't get, like, angry and retaliate against her, whatever. I really hope so. Like, I really hope that he is just chill, doesn't get mad or whatnot, but he probably won't.
Maybe you're thinking of someone else, someone whose name is Riven.
It's none of your business!
Well, am I ever glad I'm not working with you on our convergence assignment? It's true, though. She likes Riven, and we all know it.
Did you ever think she might not be comfortable talking about that?
Honestly, I'm gonna say this, y'all need to not laugh. Bloom was right in this instance, because obviously Musa doesn't want to talk about Riven. She doesn't want to talk about her feelings for Riven, and Stella being nosy is not helping. Which, like, obviously Stella's poking fun at people it doesn't help ever at all. But in this instance, like, she knew from last season too that if she poked too much fun at Musa is going to get upset. Obviously that happened, so obviously Stella has not learned. But no, I hope that Musa goes to talk to Aisha, because they, like I said, they seem like they're going to be really good friends. So I just really hope that she goes and talks to Aisha about this, and then Aisha can, like, help her out, hopefully.
But still, Master, Musa's new friend has such potential.
It is certainly a wicked idea. Have fun.
Okay, so the tricks are gonna end up doing something to the guy, which, like, I kind of called that. I thought he was just gonna get angry and retaliate. Obviously, he kind of is with the tricks' help, but still, that's really annoying.
I mean, I know it wasn't exactly a symphony, but I think the lid moved this time.
Ah, invisible magic, perhaps.
We can't do it.
Really? We don't even know where to start.
Fire and light are similar in more ways than one.
Oh, Farragonda was like, oh, invisibility magic. No, but, like, obviously none of them were going to get it the first try. Honestly, I think Techna and Flora probably were the closest. But yeah, no, it's kind of shocking Bloom and Stella didn't even try, but whatever. This episode's just gonna be crazy at this point. And I know this episode is just gonna end off on some sort of, like, either cliffhanger or just craziness. But we'll see what happens, I guess.
Guys, let's not start arguing. We need harmony.
Right, for the simulator test.
And the 5 of us will cast one big mega spell all together.
Hey, what's wrong?
The 5 of us? What about Layla? You hurt her feelings.
No, but, like, Aisha had every right to run out, and Musa had every right to scold Stella, because she was already feeling bad about her abilities and everything, and then, like, Stella had to go in and be like, oh, the 5 of us, like, I totally get that, like, Aisha's new to the group, but she was already feeling bad. Stella just made her feel worse, which Ugh. Really pissed off at Stella now.
I'll be okay.
No, Layla. You're with us now. You don't have to be alone.
I just feel like I'm intruding.
Stella says these things, but she's really a nice person.
I know.
She doesn't think before she speaks. But she likes you, and so do I.
Okay, I love the fact that her and Musa had a little chat. That was great. And honestly, like, really does cement what I had said previously about how Musa and Aisha are probably going to be a duo within the group, which is, that, honestly, I love that so much. That's great. But no, this little interaction was perfect. I really hope that it doesn't get ruined. It probably will, though.
Someone who sells jewelry. As a matter of fact, I have just the thing to win the favor of a young lady.
It's dark but pretty.
So what do you think? Look at it closely and fall under my power.
I knew something bad was gonna happen. Honestly, like, what was I gonna say? Honestly, though, like, that, hopefully he doesn't ruin too much, or at least they can fix, or the Winx can fix it, but, like, I don't know. I don't foresee anything good coming from this. Okay, so he did something to this to... Wow, I can't talk today. So he did something to the simulator, which I'm pretty sure that's just the same thing that Darcy did the last time that she went into the simulation room. So I'm assuming it's like somewhat the same spell, probably a little bit more powerful. Hopefully it'll be able to get fixed. Hopefully, like, the Winx won't go through too much like Bloom did the last time that Darcy did something to the simulator. But also, like, if it was a similar spell, Bloom has already gone through that, so she would already probably know that Darcy spelled it. But we'll see what happens.
By the way he looks at you, or doesn't rather, he obviously is. You know how I got together with my Brandon?
Let me guess.
Hey girls, I'm the best fighter in the world and the best looking guy in magic. Who wants to be my girlfriend?
I love Aisha's interpretation of Brandon. That was perfect. That was great. No, that's hilarious. So obviously, like I said earlier, Musa does like Riven. Riven does like Musa. But they need to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Nothing's gonna happen if they don't fucking talk about it. Although I do still think that they're gonna get back together. They're going to get together at the end of the season. So I really kind of hope that happens. But I don't know. I feel like they'd be good together. I feel like... Wow, I can't talk. I feel like Musa would definitely, like, change Riven for the better. I don't want to say she's gonna fix him, because, like, you can't really fix a person, but she can change him for the better, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
If we can't delete, we can add something.
Girls, I've added the magical data of an exit program, but I don't know what form it will take. So look around for anything that doesn't fit in.
You mean like something normal?
Okay, that's kind of crazy. So obviously the spell that Darcy put on, or made Jared put on the simulation room isn't the same one that she did in season 1. So obviously, like, they don't know what to fucking do, which is honestly, that kind of sucks. But hopefully Palladium will get them out. Obviously they've got to follow whatever object he put in there. But no, the environment that Darcy kind of chose is honestly kind of crazy. Like, what do you mean you're in, like, a forest, but it's upside down? Like, that's really, really crazy. But hopefully they'll get out soon.
Okay, now let's get out of here.
There's a strong magical interference in the simulator.
Faragonda knows it's him. Faragonda knows. Yes! Honestly, this episode kind of seems like it's been filler, so I've been trying to be like really like hyped about it, but at the same time I think this is just a filler episode. It's our first filler episode of the season. So I feel like we haven't had a filler episode in this season yet. So, first filler episode of the season, I guess. But yeah, no, so Faragonda knows that it's Jared, and hopefully she'll figure it out, like, that he was spelled soon. But yeah, no, honestly, I think there goes his little, like, paper at that point.
Girls, we gotta use convergence. It's our only way out.
I found our saboteur. Jared's been hypnotized by the tricks. You stay here and do everything you can to help the fairies while I get him out of his trance.
Okay, so I love that Faragonda kind of found out that it was Jared. She honestly will be fine breaking the spell. But I love that the pixies are helping. That's so nice. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Yay. Hopefully, like, I do think they're gonna get out just fine. Honestly, if the monster swallowed the portal to let them leave, I think they're just gonna have to get eaten by the monster, which is kind of crazy and very disgusting, but I think that's probably what's gonna have to happen. But we'll see, I guess. I could be right, I could be wrong.
They did it!
Honestly, that was really cool. I loved seeing the little, like, creature that they made with the convergence magic. That's actually really nice. And they finally completed their exercise, I guess, and are able to leave. And also, I love that Faragonda and the pixies were able to break the spell off of Jared, so hopefully they'll be fine now. But I don't think Faragonda knew about the tricks until just then, so that's, like, they kind of just blew their own cover, which was kind of crazy. But no, I do hope that they'll be more cautious now, and I hope that Faragonda finally realized that the girls do need some sort of power-up with their magic, especially with what happened with Jared. Obviously what's been happening in the previous episodes, because the amount of times that they've gone up against the tricks and have just had to forfeit is insane. Let's see what happens at the end of the episode.
Now that was teamwork.
Okay, that was cool, at least. Like, he'll say hi to Riven for her, I guess. I still think they're gonna get together at the end, or at least by the end of the season, if not, like, sooner. Probably the end of the season, though, and they'll probably be an item next season. But no, that was a nice episode. Like I said, that was probably just, like, a filler episode. I don't, like, because I don't really... I have been struggling with my words this whole, like, reaction video. I do think, though, that this was a filler episode since nothing, like, big happened, but yay! I really don't have much to say about this episode because it was a filler episode, but no, I loved both of these episodes. They were great. Obviously, like, episode 12 was the filler episode, episode 11 wasn't, obviously. But yeah. Anyway, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video and please subscribe. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to get to 10K on all of my social media platforms, so subscribe, and once I hit 10K, I'll react to The Last Unicorn. And if you liked this video, please check out some of my other reactions. I've got reactions to the Webtoon comic series Nevermore, Ever After High, Class of 09, Adventure Time, and episode 8 of The Amazing Digital Circus. So go check those out, and I will see you guys in the next reaction. Bye!